We all know beauty costs money. From the latest skincare products to the trendiest makeup, the price tags are everywhere. But what about the costs you can't see? Your time, your health, your self-worth. These are the hidden expenses that often go unnoticed. Beyond the price tag, there's a hidden tax, especially for women in Asia. Endless hours spent worrying, comparing, and striving for an impossible ideal. The mental toll is immense. It's not just about looking good for a date. It's about meeting societal expectations every single day. It's a relentless pressure, a game you can't win. The standards keep shifting, making it impossible to keep up. The real cost isn't the face mask or the gym membership. It's the anxiety, the lost time, the feeling you're never enough. It's the emotional burden that weighs you down. In places like China and Japan, beauty standards are strict: pale skin, a thin body, a youthful face. These ideals are deeply ingrained in the culture. These aren't just preferences, they're requirements for social acceptance and success. Falling short can mean being judged or overlooked. The rules keep changing, and the pressure never lets up. It's a never-ending cycle of trying to fit in. So let's look past the ads and influencers. Let's question the standards they promote. What does it really cost to be beautiful here? The financial burden is just the tip of the iceberg. This is about more than products. It's about power, history, and who profits from our insecurities. It's a system designed to keep us striving and spending. We're not here to judge anyone's choices, but to understand the system and, maybe, just maybe, change the rules. Together, we can support each other and redefine beauty on our own terms. Let's start peeling back the layers. Let's uncover the true cost of beauty and find a way to value ourselves beyond the mirror. In East Asia, the beauty checklist is clear pale skin, a slender body, and a youthful face. These aren't just trends, they're social currency. Walk into any store in Tokyo or Shanghai, shelves overflow with products promising lighter skin. Being thin isn't about health, it's about status, discipline, and control. Social media trends like the A4 waist challenge push these extremes even further. Youth is prized above all: big eyes, small face, flawless skin. Anti-aging starts in your 20s. These ideals aren't just about looks, they're tied to class, femininity, and social worth. Failing to meet them feels like a personal failure, not just a bad hair day. The burden is heavy, shaping choices, confidence, and self-image for millions. This is the narrow standard women are expected to chase every single day. The beauty ideals we see everywhere today didn't just appear with the rise of Instagram or social media. They have deep roots, stretching back centuries, shaped by culture, history, and power. In ancient China and Japan, having pale, almost porcelain skin was a sign of privilege. It meant you were part of the elite, someone who could afford to stay indoors, study, and avoid the sun, unlike laborers who worked outside. So, skin tone wasn't just about beauty, it was a visible marker of class and status. A way to show where you belonged in society. But things changed dramatically with colonialism. Western powers brought new ideas about race and beauty, and whiteness became linked not just to class, but to power, modernity, and even morality. The old class-based ideal merged with these global influences, creating a beauty standard that was even more rigid and widespread than before. As societies modernized, capitalism saw an opportunity. Companies began to bottle these anxieties and aspirations, selling skin-whitening creams and promising transformation through products. Advertisements didn't just sell products, they sold dreams. They linked beauty to success, love, happiness, and even self-worth, making it seem like achieving these ideals was the key to a better life. Over time, beauty became a lifelong project, something to constantly work on, with an endless stream of products and routines promising to help you reach perfection. Today's beauty standards are a complex mix of ancient class divisions, colonial history, and relentless modern marketing. They're everywhere, shaping how we see ourselves and each other. These standards might feel like common sense, but they're not natural or inevitable. They were constructed piece by piece over generations. Learning about this history is the first step to questioning why we value certain looks and who benefits from these ideals. These standards aren't set in stone. They can be challenged and changed once we understand where they really came from. Step into a drugstore in Tokyo, Shanghai, or Seoul. Aisles overflow with skin whitening products. The message is clear. Your natural skin isn't good enough, but for a price it can be fixed. Marketing uses words like brightening and illuminating, never whitening. But the goal is obvious. Ads feature celebrities with glowing pale skin, selling the dream of elegance and success. But many products contain harsh chemicals, even toxins, risking permanent damage. The pursuit of paleness can lead to health problems and deeper insecurity. The real product isn't a cream, it's a narrow definition of beauty. The cost, your self-acceptance and well-being. This is the cycle women are sold over and over. Social media didn't just amplify beauty standards, it turned them into a 24/7 competition. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Xiaohongshu are arenas for impossible perfection. Influencers showcase flawless, filtered lives, poreless skin, tiny waists, no bad days. Viral challenges like the collarbone or belly button test push unhealthy ideals. Filters slim faces, enlarge eyes, lighten skin, so common, many prefer their filtered self. This distorts reality, fueling body dysmorphia and constant comparison. Influencers sell not just products, but the insecurity that makes you want them. The message, you're not enough, unless you buy the solution. It's a business model built on anxiety, delivered straight to your phone. The funhouse mirror has become the new normal. In East Asia, dieting isn't a phase, it's a way of life. Thinness is equated with discipline, elegance, and worth. Being even slightly overweight is seen as a moral failing, not just a health issue. Extreme diets and products promise quick fixes, but often harm health. The focus is always the scale, never true well-being. Years of restriction lead to nutritional deficiencies, hormonal issues, and eating disorders, often hidden by stigma. Food becomes the enemy, every meal a source of guilt. The culture frames this as empowerment, but it's a trap. True empowerment is freedom from constant judgment, not endless self-control. Diet culture doesn't give you control, it takes it away. The real cost is your happiness and peace of mind. Let's be clear, these beauty standards fuel a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Every insecurity is a business opportunity. There's always a product to fix you. The beauty industry doesn't sell beauty, it sells insecurity. From acne creams to anti-aging serums, the cycle starts young and never ends. If everyone felt good about themselves, the industry would collapse. This is the insecurity industry: cosmetics, diets, plastic surgery, magazines, influencers, all reinforcing the same narrow ideals: ads, models, influencers. They create the demand, then sell the supply. The real winners? Corporations and shareholders. The real cost? Your money, time, and mental health. Recognizing the profit motive is key. These standards aren't about beauty, they're about business, and the price is paid by you. It's easy to blame individuals for chasing beauty ideals, but that misses the point. These pressures are systemic, woven into family, media, and society. Pursuing these standards isn't weakness, it's survival in a world that rewards conformity. Imagine growing up surrounded by messages that your worth depends on your looks. Trying to fit in is a logical response to a rigged system. Blaming individuals is like blaming someone for carrying an umbrella in a storm. They didn't make the rain. The system makes insecurities feel personal, but they're manufactured. We end up policing ourselves and each other, doing the industry's work for them. The goal isn't to shame choices, but to see the bigger picture. The problem isn't you, it's the standard, and we can change it. So, what now? Where do we go from here in a world that constantly tells us how we should look, act, and even feel about ourselves? The first step is to question everything. Who sets these standards? Who profits from our insecurities, and who decides what's in or out when it comes to beauty? Ask yourself, why do I believe this about my body? Whose voice is really shaping my self-image? Mine, or someone else's? See ads and influencer posts for what they are: marketing, not truth. Their goal is to sell, not to support your self-worth. We need broader, more inclusive definitions of beauty. Ones that honor every skin tone, every body type, every age, and every story. Beauty isn't a checklist or a trend. It's confidence, strength, and character shining through in every shade and shape, in every laugh line and scar. celebrate diversity in appearance as much as in thought. Our differences are not flaws, they're what make us powerful and unique. True self-care isn't punishment or restriction, it's nourishment, movement, rest, and joy. It's about listening to your body and honoring what it needs. It's about caring for your whole self, not just your appearance. Mental, emotional, and physical well-being all matter. The hidden cost of narrow standards is our freedom, our time, health, and energy are drained by chasing someone else's idea of perfection. Redefining beauty is an act of rebellion. It's saying no to the pressure and yes to self-acceptance. It's about taking back power from the insecurity industry and refusing to let profit-driven narratives define our worth. The real prize isn't fitting in. It's breaking the mold and living authentically on your own terms. That's a beauty no product can sell and no trend can take away. And it's one worth fighting for, together, for ourselves and for each other.